Okay.
My name's Dory Martin, officially. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself yet. And I work with Child Care Aware of Missouri. I started here back in 2018. And before that, I was a pre-K teacher for 4 years in the classroom. So my main focus here at Child Care Aware of Missouri is on our resource website, Show Me Child Care Resources, which is what we'll talk about today. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see what I'm talking about. So we'll get to this part in a minute. This is the site, but I'm actually going to bring up my PowerPoint. So what we're talking about specifically, there are a lot of different resources in the site, but today we're focusing on the resources and materials for establishing routines in the classroom or in your program. How long have you had your child care program, Beverly?
Well, my individual it's new, but I've worked with other centers.
Okay. So I'm sure, as you know, working with children, working with different childcare programs, that having a routine is really important, especially just in supporting the children and making the day flow as easily as possible. So there's as little hiccups as you can avoid. So we'll go ahead into this first slide. So the first thing I always highlight is the importance of simplicity. When you're developing your routine, you don't want to get too detailed or too deep in, because things can change on a dime. You never know if your plan A is going to work, if you need to switch to plan B or plan F or plan G. So keeping it simple is key. Having those simple tasks and going through those, not planning every minute, having time frames versus like specific down to the minute plans, so that you can say, okay, from 6 to 7, we'll have breakfast time as the children arrive. From 7 to 8, we have free play. From between 7:30 and 8, we have bathroom time, that kind of thing. And then as you're completing those tasks, talking with the children about the routine, the schedule, and what you're doing as the day moves along, so that they can also kind of develop that idea of routine. So they can expect, okay, after breakfast, we go to the restroom, and after the restroom, we have free play, so that they, if maybe they don't like a specific task, they can anticipate a change or a transition and be ready, one, for that transition, and two, anticipate and be excited for the next task if they aren't so thrilled with the task at hand. Go ahead to the next. So we said keep it simple. The next would be keep it consistent. Oh, give me just one moment. I'm gonna let Donna in. So the next would be keep it consistent. And that just means not switching it up every day. They can know and expect what's happening. Hi, Donna, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. I started already, but I can share the recording with you so you can refer back to it, okay?
Okay.
All right, awesome. So as I said, keeping it consistent so they know what to expect from day to day. And I worked in a pre-K classroom, so it's easy to communicate back and forth with preschool age children, but even with infants and toddlers, they develop that internal clock. So even if they're not communicating back to you what's going on, they can expect and anticipate different tasks as the day moves forward. And also just giving them that structure creates a really supportive environment for them, so that they're able to feel safe and comfortable in your care, as I'm sure you both know. So then part of keeping it consistent is making sure to give time warnings, especially with toddlers and preschoolers. They aren't always the best with transitioning. Maybe they really want to stay at the Play-Doh table and they don't want to go to dramatic play or something like that. And so giving those time warnings helps to kind of cushion that transition. Also, if you have like a morning meeting or a circle time, having that schedule of the day posted with words and with pictures, so that they can see what's going to be happening for their day. And maybe there is something different that's happening that day. So having that posted so that they can see what's coming up is always important, and talking about what's going to happen during the day. All right, next, keep it simple, keep it consistent, but then always stay flexible. So scheduling that unstructured time, whether it be indoor, outdoor, so that they can have time to blow off steam, giving that free choice time where you have certain choices out that the children can pick from, but that they feel in control of what they're doing. And then I know everyone says expect the unexpected, but I just said accept the unexpected, because you can't always expect what's going to happen, but you can accept the fact that when working with children, you just never know what you're going to get. And so you got to roll with it and learn to laugh it off and build some different strategies for getting through it. And also remember that you can always switch things up. I mean, obviously, you know the children in your classroom and in your programs the best. So you know who handles unexpected activities versus, or who may handle them better than others. So you know how to approach that. But just taking cues from the children. If you're working with one specific activity and they're really hooked on it and really interested, then roll with that activity. You don't necessarily have to change just because your schedule says it's time to change. So if you have that flexibility to kind of make those decisions, then that's always a good opportunity for learning and development. So if you ladies don't have any questions about the PowerPoint, I'll go ahead and get right into the site so that you can see how to access these resources. So the first thing you do is go to showmeresource.org. So I'll go ahead and go there. And I had kind of showed this to you briefly, Beverly, when I first shared my screen. So this is where you land when you log in. And once you're here, you would go to In the Classroom. And you scroll down to Teacher Resources.
Okay.
And then once you're in Teacher Resources, over here on the left, you would go to Establishing Routines right down at the very bottom. And then it just has specific materials, tools, information that you can access for developing routines, for supporting your routines that you may already have. So daily schedule samples and templates. So just a step-by-step of what your day would like by your schedule of time. And then going through handouts. This is more just informational. So looking at the importance of routine and how it can support development and growth in children, how it builds that structure and that support so that they feel safe and cared for. How to handle transitions. So kind of what I had mentioned in the PowerPoint of giving time warnings, using some kind of like alarm or a bell or some kind of sound so that they know, okay, I have 2 minutes left in this area and then we're moving to this. And then also how routine can support social interaction between children, whether it's infants and toddlers or preschool, pre-K age. I mean, they're always developing socially, emotionally, so how routine can support those factors. I did kind of just link out to Pinterest and Teachers Pay Teachers for schedule cards. I mentioned just having that schedule posted on the board with pictures and with words for children so that they're able to see what's coming next. And I know that's a really personal decision for your classroom or for your program. So I just kind of linked out to there, but you can always Google it and see what you find and what you like and what would work best for your kids. There are more classroom tips here. So when I click this, you'll see kind of in this trail, you're always able to see how you got to a certain point in the site. So the classroom tips are also within the teacher resource tab, and it just goes through more information on like the positive impact that routine can have on children. I'm gonna go back here. All right, so then moving down a little bit further, I mentioned the Saving Money tab, and that's really important. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that so you guys are aware of it. In this, you would click on the My Savings portal, and you would be able to see all of the vendors that offer discounts within Show Me Child Care Resources. So maybe you're ordering some different supplies for your classroom, whether it be for your centers or your office or just anything. Maybe it's for your circle time mat, anything like that. And there are vendors that offer discounts to tools that would be helpful in your program. So there's Discount School Supply, there's Kaplan and Lakeshore, there's Office Depot, Staples. There's also savings to like Ace Hardware. So if you're wanting to do some different sprucing up around your program, that's there as well. And you can see all of them in this section, and whatever interests you, you can access those savings. There are 3 different ways to access the savings, and I'll kind of explain those to you now because they can get a little complex. So Discount School Supply, if I clicked on this, it would bring me here, and it gives me this promo code to utilize. So I would just go to discountschoolsupply.com, and then when I clicked through on everything that I want to order, I can put in this promo code and it would give me the 20% off discount. Let me go back. So then if I were to select Kaplan, Kaplan does it a little bit differently. They have a link that you can access with the savings already applied. So there's no promo code, no special thing to put in. It's just you utilize the link that's right here, and it already has the discount applied that is offered through Kaplan. And then going back, so now I'm going to click on Staples. In Staples, they utilize a savings coordinator, which means that there's like an in-between for accessing the Staples savings and where you're at on the site. So instead of using a link or a promo code, you would put your information in down here, your name, your program, your phone number, and your email address. And once you click continue, that information is sent to the savings coordinator. Her name is Andrea Biamonte. And then she would reach out to you either by phone or by email just to get that ball rolling and make that initial connection between you and that vendor. For this instance, it's Staples. But as I mentioned, like any one of these vendors could either be the link, the promo code, or the savings coordinator. Does that all make sense? I know that was a lot of information in a short amount of time. All right, so that's the savings section. And I'm gonna go back to this teacher resource page where it's the establishing routines section. And this just goes through centers. So ideas for establishing your centers. This is more geared towards like a teacher in the classroom who may just be starting out or doesn't have a childcare background. So just to kind of get the ball rolling to help them formulate what they would want to do in their classroom. There's also a section down here for building a classroom library. So First Book also offers savings through Show Me Childcare Resources. And then it also, Show Me Childcare Resources site also has suggested book lists by like season and topic. Taking a while to load. If it's gonna load. All right, I'm not gonna make you sit here and wait for that, but once it loads, it just has like fall, summer, spring, and winter, but then it also has like theme-based lesson plans. So you're able to access those and see what books are associated or suggested for those topics. All right. So that kind of wraps up what I have for you ladies. Do you have any questions for me?
No, just a statement. I'm
Okay.
just going maybe go in and spend time familiarizing myself with your website.
Okay. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, just give me a call or shoot me an email, okay?
Oh, okay then.
All right, awesome.
I have a small question or
Yeah.
a big question. So there are a lot of resources on here, and I'm doing a lot of training here at my center because I got a lot of new people. So are they able to get on this site themselves, or would it have to be me since
Nope.
everything is in my name?
So Donna, any person in your program can have their own profile on this site.
Okay.
So I'll show you with that. I'm going to go here. If you just have www.showmeresource.org.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, my internet. Well, hold on. Hey Samantha, how are you?
I'm good. I'm having connection issues, so if I get kicked out, I apologize. I'll try to pop back on.
Okay, we're kind of wrapping up. So, and I've recorded this, so if you would like, I can send it to you via email once I get the link. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, awesome, will do.
One of my bigger kids unplugged the Wi-Fi. So, and
Oh no.
yeah, I've been trying to do this paperwork and get all. It's been crazy. I'm like, don't touch the wires.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
So-
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, I will. So Donna, all of your staff members can have access. All they need to do is go to showmeresource.org and click register.
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh,
do
okay.
that. They put in their name and their email address. not Agape, nothing like
Mhm.
it's their own. And then they would put in all of your program information. So as long
Okay.
as I see that they are connected to your program, they'll have access, and
Okay, great.
yeah, so that they can get in and access all the teacher resources.
Okay. And you are going to send this out. You said it so we can go back and view it because I would love to use it as a teaching tool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. All right. If you ladies have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here all the time. So just give me a call or shoot me an email and I'm here for you. Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
thank you. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You
All
too.
right. You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.